Yeah, I was so struck in your story the way that you say you reached out to the DHS spokeswoman, Tricia McLaughlin, with the specifics of the lacking medical attention for Mariella. And she says to you, that doesn't sound right, but we'll run this down. And so it does sound like there's maybe some attempt to be responsive to these cases as they come up. But it does raise the larger question of, do they not know what's going on in these detention centers, especially when you consider the fact that you're talking to former employees who are just talking about how dire it is inside for kids who are getting sick, for families who aren't getting their medical attention. I mean, this is basic stuff.
There's a lawsuit for an 18-month-old child who had, it's a recent lawsuit over the last week, an 18-month-old child who had respiratory failure and was not given their daily prescribed medication when they get back. And what I heard from Mariella's family was that, you know, if the nurse is there, they get medication. And if the nurse is not, they don't. And the former employee told me they're getting Tylenol, they're getting Advil for people who have serious medical issues. And I think what it underscores is during the first term, we saw that family separation, you know, really sort of horrified the nation. And so the Trump administration appears to have responded by saying, okay, well, we'll detain these families together. What we've seen is the face of mass deportation now is not these criminals, these violent, hardened criminals that we were promised, but it is children and families and parents being taken from communities who have roots in these communities. These people were living in Round Rock, Texas for 2 years. You know, there's people who've lived for years. There's people who have humanitarian parole, others who are married to U.S. citizens. There's pregnant women giving birth to newborn babies inside this facility. And a lot of people, spurred by Liam Ramos bringing some light to this darkness, are saying, what is going on in these facilities? And now we're seeing it. And a lot of people, as you said, the polling supports Americans are not happy with what they're seeing.